Through a Freedom of Information request, we are learning more about the pollutants that emanated from that large warehouse fire in Amherst late July.
More than 150 chemical pounds were discovered at the site of the fire when tests were conducted, including nearly 3 dozen so-called pollutants of concern. More from 2 on Your Side's Dave McKinley.
Fighting a fire this size is difficult enough, more so when there are chemicals involved, and there were scads of them at the building that housed several businesses, including one that made spray foam insulation. Then there were 2 jobs at hand.
You got to confront the fire itself, and then you also have to confront everything getting away from you.
Chemicals were carried through the water and the foam being used on the fire into the sewer system at the industrial park where the warehouse was. We were able to obtain a report prepared by a town engineer who also serves as its main pollution control officer.
What you're seeing are the products of the 14-hour removed. Here's what got into the sewer. Here's what got into the storm system.
Sampling was done on sewers near the fire and at the town treatment plant. The report identified, among other chemicals, cyanide, which according to the report was at rates slightly above town standards.
While stuff got into the sanitary sewers where it was meant to go, and stuff that got into groundwater beyond this site was pretty minimal.
And once at the sewer plant, it could be treated.
And we were equipped to deal with removing toxins and pollutants from the water at our treatment plant.
Chemicals were also released into the air, though, and containing those is near impossible. That's why on the night of the fire, perimeters were set up where no one was allowed near it without breathing protection, and those outside of it were told to stay inside or evacuate. The report also referenced air monitoring done after the fire was put out and on soil near the scene to measure any potential fallout on the ground.
Air monitoring told us that there wasn't a risk to the public. And then soil samples after the fact told us there was not a risk.
Now, as far as any fear for long-term effects for the hundreds of firefighters who responded that night, Culpa says they certainly will be monitoring them in the future in case of problems. Dave McKinley, Channel 2 News.